Dear students, welcome to Blackboard channel. Now, in this session, we are going to discuss about 10th class, second chapter, chemical equations, applications of chemical equations as part 5. So, industrially, the chemical equations are very much useful because to get the product, how much amount of product to get, so how much amount of reactant must be take part in chemical reaction, that gives the relation between reactants and product, this chemical equation. That's why chemical equations are very much important for industrially. So here, in example, calculate the amount of aluminum required to get 1120 kg of iron when aluminum reacted with iron oxide. So here, how much amount of aluminum we need to use to get 1120 kg of iron. So for that, first we need to write balanced chemical equation for the above reaction. So we can write it as like this. Aluminium 2Al plus Fe2O3 give rise to Al2O3 plus 2Fe. First, let us calculate the unified masses of reactants and products. Here aluminium unified mass is 27 units. Here 2 aluminiums are taking part here. So 2 into 27 units plus iron oxide Fe2O3, 2 iron and 3 oxygen atoms are there in iron oxide compound. So here iron unified mass is 56, oxygen is 16 units. So total molecular mass of iron oxide is 2 into 56 plus 3 into 16. Like that, aluminum trioxide 2 into 27 plus 3 into 16 units plus 2Fe. Iron unified mass is 56 units. So here 2 iron atoms are there. So 2 into 56 units. So here 54 units of aluminium is reacting with 160 units of iron oxide to get 102 units of aluminum trioxide, and here 112 units of iron is producing. We can also state this all masses in grams. So that means here 54 grams of aluminium reacting with 160 grams of iron oxide, and it giving us 102 grams of aluminum trioxide, and in this reaction 112 grams of iron is producing. So here we need to calculate that the amount of aluminum is required to get 1120 kg of iron. So now compare here aluminum and iron masses. Here 54 grams of aluminum is taking part in the reaction to get 112 grams of iron. So here aluminum iron comparing, here 54 grams giving us 112 grams of iron. So here we need to we require that how much aluminum is required to get 1120 kg. So first to convert that into grams, because above we are taken here in grams only units. So here 1120 kg means 1120 into 1000 grams. So how much aluminum is required? Let us take x grams of aluminum is required. So here x is equal to 1120 into 1000 grams into 54 grams divided by 112 grams. Now cancelling with 112 ones are, and 112 10 times. So that is 10 into 54, that is 10 into 1000, 10,000 into 54 grams. Total 5,40,000 grams, that is 540 kgs. Means here to get 1120 kg of iron, here 540 kg of aluminum is required. In this way, we can calculate how much amount of reactant should be taken to get how much amount of products required. So to get 1120 kg of iron, we have to use 540 kg of aluminum in this case. Let us see one more example. Calculate the volume, mass and number of molecules of hydrogen liberated when 230 grams of sodium reacts with excess of water at STP. Here atomic masses have given it as a sodium 23 units, oxygen 16 units and hydrogen 1 unit. First we need to write balanced chemical equation for the above reaction. So here 2Na plus 2H2O give rise to 2NaOH plus H2. Let us calculate their masses. Here two sodium atoms are taking part in the reaction. So each sodium atom is having 23 units of unified mass. So 2 into 23 units plus 2 into water molecule, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen it consists of. So hydrogen mass is 1 unit, oxygen is 16. So 2 into 1 plus 1 into 16 and that is sodium hydroxide. Here in sodium hydroxide 1 sodium, 1 oxygen, 1 hydrogen is there. So sodium unified mass is 23 and mass of oxygen 16, hydrogen is 1. So here is 2 into 23 plus 16 plus 1 plus 2 hydrogen atoms. Here each hydrogen atom's mass is 1, so that is 2 into 1. So here while calculating we will get that here that has 46 units of sodium is reacting with 36 units of water to give 80 units of sodium hydroxide, and here 2 units of hydrogen is produced. If you see these all the things in grams, that 46 grams of sodium reacting with 36 grams of water to give 80 grams of sodium hydroxide, and in this reaction 2 grams of hydrogen is producing. As per the balanced equation, here let us compare with sodium and sodium with hydrogen. So here 46 grams of sodium is reacting with water to give 2 grams of hydrogen. So here if 230 grams of sodium is reacting with water, then how much hydrogen is producing? Let us take x grams of hydrogen is producing. So now let us calculate here. X is equal to 230 grams into 2 grams divided by 46 grams. So here 2 ones are 223 times, 23 ones are 23 10 times. So here is 10 ones are 10. Means here 10 grams of hydrogen is producing here while using 230 grams of sodium. So now let us calculate its volume. Here we know that 1 gram of molar mass of any gas at STP occupies 22.4 liters of volume. Here 1 gram means here 1 gram of molar mass means here is a total, here 2 grams is equal to 1 mole in this equation. That means here 2 grams of hydrogen occupies 22.4 liters at STP. Here we got 10 grams of hydrogen. So for 10 grams of hydrogen, how much volume is occupies? Let us calculate this. Here 10 grams into 22.4 liters by 2g. While cancellation here 2 ones are 2 11.2. So here 10 into 11.2, that is 112 liters. 2 grams of hydrogen means 1 mole containing 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules according to Avogadro number. So here we got 10 grams of hydrogen. So how many number of molecules are present in 10 grams of hydrogen? Let us calculate this.
So 10 into 6.2 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules divided by 2 grams. So here 2 ones are 2 to 3.01. 6.02 will be cancelled, divided by the 2 to get 3.01. So 3.01 into 10, that is 30.01 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules, or we can write it as 3.04 into 10 to the power of 24 molecules. Let us see one more example. Calculate the volume and number of moles, number of molecules of carbon dioxide liberated at STP if 50 grams of calcium carbonate is treated with dilute hydrochloric acid which contains 7.3 grams of dissolved HCl. So as usual, we need to write it first, the balanced chemical equation for the above chemical reaction. CaCO3 calcium carbonate plus 2HCl give rise to CaCl2 plus H2O plus CO2. So here calcium mass, unified mass is 40 units, carbon 12, oxygen 16 and hydrogen 1, chlorine 35.5. So here let us calculate first their total mass of each and every compound. So here calcium carbonate, here molecular mass is 40 plus 1 carbon is there, 12 plus 3 oxygens are there, so 3 into 16 plus 2 into HCl, 1 hydrogen, 1 chlorine atom is there, so hydrogen is 1, chlorine 35.5, and here CaCl2, 1 calcium 40 plus 2 into 35.5 plus H2O, 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen here, 2 into 1 plus 16, and CO2, carbon 1 carbon 12 plus 2 oxygens here, 2 into 16 units. So here total multiplying and adding here means while simplifying we will get 100 grams of calcium carbonate reacting with 36.5 grams of hydrochloric acid to gives us 111 grams of calcium chloride, 36.5 grams of water and 44 grams of carbon dioxide. So here 100 grams of calcium carbonate required 73 grams of HCl and 50 grams of calcium carbonate required 36.5 grams of HCl, but here only 7.3 grams of HCl is available. So therefore here 73 grams of HCl is producing 44 grams of carbon dioxide, but here 7.3 grams of HCl is available. So then how much carbon dioxide is produced here? First let us calculate that. That is 7.3 into 44 divided by 73. So dividing it with 73 ones are 73 0.1, that is 4.4 grams. Means here is 44 grams of carbon dioxide occupies 22.4 liters of volume at STP. So 4.4 grams of carbon dioxide occupies how much volumes? We need to calculate that now. So here 4.4 grams into 22.4 liters divided by 44 grams. So while dividing here 44 ones are 44 0.1 the 4.4 grams. So multiplying 0.1 into 22.4, that is 2.24 liters. Now let us calculate that how many molecules are present in that. So here see at once 44 ones are 44 0.1s are, so finally we got 2.24 liters in volume. Now let us calculate that number of molecules in that. For 44 grams of carbon dioxide
contains 6.024 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules of carbon dioxide according to the Avogadro number. So here for 4.4 grams of carbon dioxide contain how many molecules? So here we can calculate like this: 4.4 into 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 whole divided by 44 grams. Here 44 ones are 44, 0.1s are 4.4. So here multiplying this, we will get 6.023 into 10 to the power of 22. So in this way we can calculate the required amount of substance. So these are the some examples how this chemical equations useful in our daily life. Thank you. Have a nice day.